Good afternoon. Today we are sitting down with Chris Patterson, who's running for Bibb County Sheriff. So first off, thank you for being here today.
Oh, it's my pleasure, and good morning.
It is really nice to have you here. We got a lot to look forward to. Elections are coming up, so I have a few questions for you. First off being, what do you think is the biggest issue or challenge that's facing the Sheriff's Office over the next 4 years, and how do you plan to solve that?
To me, the biggest issue is staffing.
Okay.
The sheriff has, when we consolidated the city police department with the Bibb County Sheriff's Office, we had 600 full-time mandated officers.
Wow.
We're down to less than 225 full-time mandated officers.
Wow.
Now, the sheriff has hired about 50 part-time people, but we need to get full-time mandated officers, people who are invested in the Bibb County. The part-time people, they're not invested. They're here for the money. We need to staff patrol division. We need to staff the corrections division. As you well know, we made national news with an escape of 4 inmates, one being a murder suspect. We also made the news because we had the jail broken into 3 times. We have all the technology we have at that jail. The jail is fine the way it is. The only thing wrong with the jail is the administrators that are running it. With fixing staffing, I want to make Bibb County the highest paid department in the region. I want to compete with the surrounding smaller counties. There's no way we should be losing good officers. We just lost 3 training officers who were on the SWAT team to another agency. And that's over 30 years of experience out the door. And you cannot make up 30 years of experience with a part-time person.
Right.
Staffing will help response times.
Mm-hmm.
During this campaign, I've been talking to the business owners and downtown. And the main complaint is when they call for service, it's anywhere from an hour, or the other responses, they don't show up at all.
Wow.
I talked to a gentleman who had his car broken into at nighttime. He called the sheriff's office. It got to around midnight. He said 2 hours later, he went home.
Wow.
He said an hour later, they called him and asked if they wanted a deputy out.
Wow.
That's not serving your community, you know? And I think that staffing the jail will help. Staffing patrol division, getting the manpower we need, boots on the ground. I'm going to be a working sheriff who's going to be with my people, and I'm going to make sure that people get the service they deserve.
All right. Well, thank you for that. Now, how do you plan on making Macon Bibb safer? Is that the plan, getting more boots on the ground? Do you think that'll help?
Yes, ma'am. Right now, they're more of a reactive department instead of a proactive department. We need to work on the 911 dispatchers. We have to work on training. There's a lot of training I want them to have, especially a lot of mental health issues in this town. I want to go out and in the community and try to work together with them. We got to get their trust back. The sheriff's office does not have the community's trust.
All right. Now, lastly, why do you think that you are the best candidate for Bibb County Sheriff?
I have been with the department for 32 years.
Wow.
I owe a lot to the Bibb County Sheriff's Office. I started off in corrections as a jailer. Then I went to patrol. I went from patrol to lieutenant to a captain. I was a captain in the jail. I was a captain over the patrol division, and I was captain over the courthouse security. I have the experience. Experience is going to be critical for moving Bibb County into the next decade. And this is the election that's going to make the difference in Bibb County. We have a mayor who works well with the county commissioners. They're getting tourism back in Bibb County, and businesses are looking to come to Bibb County, and the first thing they look at is crime. And right now, if you ask anybody outside Bibb County, what's the first thing you think of Bibb County? They're going to say either high crime, the Allman Brothers, or Little Richard. And I don't want crime to be in that.
Yeah.
We're too good of a town to have crime the first thing people think of.
All right. Well, thank you for that. Now, to find out more information about the upcoming May election, you can go to 41nbc.com. Thank you so much for joining
Oh,
us.
thank you for asking me. It's my
Yes.
pleasure.
It was wonderful having you. Like we said, more details can be found on 41nbc.com.